Hello and welcome back to RoboFreaks. Today we are going to create yet another fun and interesting game using Scratch. But before that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more such amazing game development tutorials. Without any further ado, let's dive right in. In this tutorial, we will see how we can make our very own Dino Jump game in our own colorful and scratchy style. Let us quickly look at a demo of what we will be making. I know this ain't a dino, but we are going to build it in our own style. And here the game's name is Cat Jump. The game is fairly simple. We have a cat which we have to protect from all these dangerous creatures by either jumping over them or going under them using the space key. As simple as the game looks, the code is much more simpler. I will start by naming the game as a jumping cat. Let us begin by setting up our characters and scenery. For our action hero, we have the cat sprite. Just make it little small for now and rename it. I will choose the blue sky from the backdrop library. And this will be our game's background. For obstacles, as you saw in the demo, we had various different creatures who spawned randomly. Let us find them and import them one by one from the library. I will look for the crab first. Search for it and set its size to 50. And position it on the ground properly. Now, we will not be creating different sprites for the different creatures. I will be keeping them in a single sprite as a separate costumes. So, let's import all of them and position them properly. I will delete this extra crab costume. This is done now. Let's name this sprite as Obstacle. Our game setup is complete and now we are ready to get our hands dirty with the code. So where do we start from? Well, we have three major tasks. First is making the cat jump over the obstacles. Second is spawning the obstacles in the scene. And third is stopping the game when the cat collides with an obstacle. I will start with the cat jumping part and hide the obstacles for now. The game will start on pressing the green flag. And I want my cat to stay near the bottom left corner of the screen all the time. Check the position by dragging the cat on the ground. Use a go-to block to set it there. Now, even though our cat will never move left or right from this spot, we need to create an illusion of a moving cat. For that, we will continuously keep switching the cat's costume at certain interval of time. Well, this looks fine. Now let's work on jumping part. For jumping, I will use the space key. Whenever the space key is pressed, I want my cat to go a little up and then fall back down in its original spot. Means all I have to do is change the Y value of cat and then reset it again, right? I will do this using glide block to create a smooth transition from one point to another. First, we will glide up to Y equal to 20. And then glide back down to y equal to -120. Notice, I haven't changed the x value of cat. Now let's run this. Hey, our cat did jump, but that was way too slow, right? Let's decrease the time and see if it works. Cool. That looks much more better and natural. Great. Jumping is done. Let's move to the obstacle part. I will hide the cat now so that you can see how the obstacles are actually working. We want the obstacle to start from the right end of the screen and move towards the left side. And once they reach the left side, they should go back right. And this should go on forever, right? Let's try to implement this in code. Pick the green flag block. And initially, we want the obstacle here. We will use the goto block for that. Now, we want it to move left, but in a smooth manner. And for that, we will again use the glide block. And I will set x value as -250 and y value -150. Add forever block to repeat this loop continuously. Let's see if our logic was right. Hey, cool! It works as we thought. But we should not forget we have 4 different costumes and we need to spawn all of them randomly. To do this, I will use switch costume block. And switch it randomly to one of the 4 costumes at the start of the loop. I will also hide this costume when it is switching while moving back to the right, just to make it appear cleaner when viewing. Hey! Jumping and obstacle parts are done and we are reaching the end of the game. Now all that is left is to check if the cat touches the obstacle, and if it does, stop the game. When the game starts, I will broadcast a message, Game Start. Which will be trigger for starting collision checks. I will receive this broadcast and continuously check if our cat is touching the obstacle. And if it does, I will broadcast another message called Game Over. And stop everything. When game over is received, we will simply make the cat say game over. Let's run this code. Hi guys, we are almost near the end. What's left, you ask? Well, don't you forget the scoring system? The main reason why we play any game, right? I will create a variable named score. And when green flag is clicked, I will set it to 0. And for every second our cat survives from these creatures, I will reward it 1 point. Let's add some final touches. Like when our cat jumps, I will play a jump sound. And when the game finishes, I will play a crashing sound. To make the game a little more difficult, I will increase or decrease the speed of obstacles randomly. Now you will not win so easily, will you? Run the code. Wow, that change in speed is really surprising. And with this, we have finished our jumping cat game. That was really quick and fun. You can also play it right now by heading over to our Scratch page using the link in description below. Compete with your friends and let's see who tops the scoreboard. If you enjoyed this tutorial and learned something cool, do hit the like button. We enjoy making and sharing these games with you. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss an update from RoboFreaks. See you in the next video. Till then, happy learning, freaks!